Hello, it's Zia. I'm doing a response to someone's top 10 list of why not to date a black woman. And usually some of them has some wiggle room, like, oh, okay, he doesn't mean this, or it could just pertain to that. But this list is talking about black women as a whole, and that is not alright. So, this is about the top 10 list, and then this is about the author's response to his top 10 list. And he asked 5 men and a couple women how they feel about this list, or at least he got the list from the men and then asked women how they felt about the list. And I will give you my response to that as well. So, the first one is that black women make black men feel underappreciated, unwarranted, and irresponsible and regressive. Um, with the rest of us, I feel like it depends. It's circumstantial and things like that. It really depends on the relationship itself. But for some black men, a lot of them feel this way, and this leads me to believe that some of these black men are dating the same type of woman, not the same exact woman, the same type of woman. That's the biggest difference. And if you're dating the same type of woman over and over and over, of course you will feel this way. And it says something if you're attracted to this woman to keep dating her over and over and over. But as far as feeling underappreciated, I would have to say that if you are being the best person you can be in a relationship and you're giving your all, not a little bit, and you're putting this woman first and not anyone else, just the list can go on about everything that you're doing. Everyone feels that they're doing this. Every person feels that they're doing this. But if her friends will say the same thing, that you are the best guy she ever dated, but she doesn't appreciate you, yes, then you are underappreciated. But if no one can say this, and even your guy friends are saying, man, you trifling, I wouldn't even do that, then no, you're not being underappreciated. You just expect too much as far as being praised in a relationship, because sometimes some men are underappreciated, and other times it's just guys who feel that they should be praised for every single thing that they do, and it's just like, do you look at what you're doing and you want me to be happy that you're doing something that you should be doing? Like some guys who, not even just black men, who cheat on their girl. You should be happy that I stayed here with you tonight. Um, but you already cheated on me several other times. Why should I be happy when you're gonna do it anyway, just not now? That's not being underappreciated. That's just common sense that she should leave this relationship. She's being stupid or sad, but you shouldn't be happy that you postpone your infidelity. And this is not all black men. This is not most have. This is some. Just like every other race has their guys who cheat. So that's just an example. I don't believe most or even some black men are like that. Just a few. Number two is black women are too aggressive and no longer patient in waiting on the pursuit of a man. Um, Personally, I kind of went through that. It wasn't with a black guy, but it got a little tiresome after a while. That's all I'm saying. I was actually patient. You don't even understand. He told me to wait. I waited for a couple months and nothing happened. And it's just like, okay, like when I say I really waited for a couple months. But I feel like if you know what you want, why sit there and not do anything about it? That's just what I personally believe. If I really want this guy, I'm gonna pursue him. It's not about me being impatient, it's just about me just taking hold of life. Just doing something about it. If I want this new car, I'm gonna go out and get it. If I want this new apartment and I need a new one, I'm going out and get it. Not just because I want it, but if I need it. But it's just like when you want something, why just let it sit there? Go get it. So, it's not that we're impatient, it's just Why sit there when you can act upon it? And that we're too aggressive. Um, Women in general and men in general can be aggressive. I've experienced a man being aggressive with me, not physically as far as touching me, but the things he said to me were out of line and aggressive. So it's not just a problem that women deal with or that women do to men. Number three is black women are strong headed, too independent, which presents great challenges in relationships. I'll take strong headed. I'll put that to the side for now, but too independent. I would have to say that this is mainly for the select few guys who want to provide for a girl and give her everything. And nothing is wrong with that. But if a woman is doing her own thing and has been for a long time, that's why she doesn't need you. If she's 41, never married, don't have kids now, y'all get together. She's been doing her own thing ever since she got out of her parents' house. And if that was 18, she's been doing her own thing for 23 years. That's why she doesn't need you to provide for her financially. And if she had bad relationships, then that will encourage her even more to be independent of men. So you wanting her to throw all that aside so you can take care of her, that is ridiculous and unrealistic. Because if that relationship goes south, where is she at then? She's going to have to rebuild, and it's going to make it worse for the next man that comes along. So it's just like you have to appreciate her independentness. But at the same time, if it really is causing a problem for this relationship, then you need to have a discussion with her and say, can you compromise with me on some things instead of resenting her for this independentness that she possesses. It's just you can't do that. Being too strong-handed. Some people are stubborn. They like to do their own thing, but again, can you sit them down and try to compromise with them? And if not, then you two need to go your own way. But again, the stuff I mentioned before and the stuff I will mention after this, it's not just a black woman thing. It's all kinds of people who are doing this. Men, women, doesn't matter what race they are. Black women are masculine in that they are controlling and like to run the relationship. Well, I would disagree, and this is why. I don't believe a woman or man or whoever is in that relationship should be controlling the relationship. I believe that a relationship is a partnership and that we work on this together. And so if a man has control in this relationship, that is a problem. If a woman has control, that is a problem. I mean, it can seem like this person is leading, or they may lead at times, and whatever. But it's a switch off. It's a 50-50 type thing. Or they may lead in other areas that it's not apparent. But I don't believe that one person should have control over the relationship. But some men believe that they should have control, and that's why they have a problem with a woman having control. Or even just for a little bit. And that's where I kind of find it hypocritical of number 4. Is that they really want to control, they kind of resent the woman for having it. Number 5 is black women expect too much. They are gold diggers who will not look twice at a blue collar man. With black women expecting too much, I personally believe that it goes both ways. Some men expect too much, or the flip side is that they don't give enough. And that is the problem for some people. And I've had that be a problem with me in various types of relationships where someone wants me to bare my soul and give them everything I have, but they weren't able to give me that in return. And so they're expecting a lot from me, and they're expecting to give a little to me. So it's just like, what's really going on in this picture? So my question is, what is it exactly that she expects, and what is this man giving? Because if you're giving her all you have and she wants more, yeah, she's expecting too much. But if you're not giving her anything, the bare minimum, if you're giving her the bare minimum or even less than that, then she's not expecting too much. You're just not doing your part in the relationship. With the second part of this, number 5, is that we are gold diggers who not look twice at a blue collar man. It's not that we are after a man's money, isn't so to be called a gold digger just because we don't want to date a blue collar man. But it's not that we're after a man's money. We just want to know that we are financially secure. There are gold diggers in the world of all backgrounds, but not wanting to date a blue collar man is more of a financial security reason than anything else. If men make more than women more times than not, so if I'm working a job where I don't get paid much of anything, and you're working a job and you get paid less than me, then I'm going to be kind of worried, because they say that a lot of marriages end because of financial reasons. So why would I put myself in a relationship that would probably or could lead to a what is that? A marriage, and we already have this problem, which is money. You know, that's kind of being smart about, like, okay, he kind of has to make this amount of money and then escalate up, because if you're gonna have kids, you have to provide for them. That increases in utilities, and then they going to school, most likely going to college. All these things add up. So that means you're gonna always be strapped for funds if neither one of you are really making money. But I'm just gonna end it right here and then get to the next 5. And I might make another video and talk about this guy's commentary on these responses. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and give me your feedback. I'd love to hear what you're thinking.